Hello and welcome to episode 174, need I say more, of the Veeam Community Recap. We are recording on a Wednesday, normal circumstances, but I had a messy morning, Maddie. We're running late. I appreciate your flexibility to record at a different time. How are you?
Hello, Rick, and hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm doing great. Busy, busy, busy. This is the word of the day, of the week, of the month. I thought July and the summer is not going to be busy. I always say, like, hey, July, I'm going to not travel, so I have more time. Guess what? It's busy, hectic. But yeah, how about you? How long you gonna be normal circumstances
You know,
for?
I hear people using this phrase summer holidays. I don't know what they're talking about. I think it's summer busy
Exactly.
days. I don't have any
Yes.
Veeam travel this month. Knock on wood. I give it a good chance of staying that way. Busy, yes. I do have one personal trip, so I can do next week, but the week after, we may have to call upon Sophia or a friend to take the spot. But no, it's really busy. We're right at that weird time. We finished up VMon from the flagship event. VMon Tours started, I think, this month. We have many more coming. You'll be at some, and we have that article pinned at the top with the ones around the world. We're starting some of our V100 stuff. Oh
Yeah.
boy. And the products are getting like the next level of use. And we're going to show one of the previews here today. So it's like, yeah, everything's going on. That's what's up.
Exactly. I don't know how people are taking a month vacation. It would be impossible for us, I think.
The Veeam product strategy team mind cannot comprehend a month vacation. I did a 2-weeker. And
Yeah,
that
2 weeks
honestly,
is feasible.
about day 10 or 11, I was thinking it was too much. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
10 is the magic number. It may impact 2 weeks on the calendar, but I'm thinking 10 is the magic number. But that's a conversation for another day. All
Yep.
right, let's jump into it. You have picked out a rockin' list, and I've added a little bit as well. Let's start first up with Nico. He's using the T word. What caught your attention here, Mandy?
Well, talking about busy, I know Nico is such a busy guy, but thank you, Nico, for taking the time to write this article, this really good article in here. And yeah, going back to that tape conversation, this article actually reminded me of a virtual event last year. I believe that was VUG Canada, and it was Hin that was leading that with Chris, and they were asking themselves, is tape dead?
Mm.
And I think you remember that because we were actually presenting it in the recap, and it was a good discussion. And I actually recently read also an article that said that tape shipments increased to 152.9 exabytes in 2023. And they said, not too bad for a dead storage medium. And that's apparently a 3.14% greater capacity than in 2022. That's at least how they calculated. So now, why is tape not dead? Then with so many other types of storage out there, right? So many would ask that question. And Nico says it in this article very well. There is no fits-all solution. It really depends on your needs. And then he talks about different factors that can influence your decision. And then great advice he gives in this article. He said, listen to your customer and his needs before you actually come up with a solution. So first listen and see what is actually needed for that certain business. And then he talks about benefits, limitations of tape, great list in there, and probably security is one of the most important benefit in there. Tape storage allows for the data to be completely air gapped, as he mentioned in there. And then cost, of course, they said like compared to other long-term storage mediums, tape storage is by far the most cost effective. And one thing that I think Nico did not cover in there, and I will add it, is, you know, compared to other storage mediums, tape is very power efficient. And this makes
Hmm.
the, yeah, ideally situation where power consumption is a concern because it reduces the carbon footprint of your environment and going back to cost saving, potentially saving your organization energy cost in the long term. So it's a win-win situation in there. And so many companies are talking, right, about sustainability and corporate responsibility when it comes to environment. So I think there are so many reasons why we probably should still use tape. But what's your takeaway, Rick? Because I know you have an opinion on that.
You know, Maddie, you did fantastic on that on tape, especially because it's not really something new.
Mm-hmm.
Nico, first of all, thank you for writing. A couple of things, I agree with everything on here. A couple of things I would add. If I understand, if I correct me if I'm wrong, world, but if you have a tape media that is marked as worm, write once, read many, so it's read only after it's written. If you have a worm tape removed from the library, as far as I know, that is the only specimen of data storage that's offline, air gapped, and immutable all at the same time. I don't know of any other thing that can have all three characteristics at once, so that's very powerful. The other thing I would add is that a lot of the modern tape drives are doing this 2 millimeter eject. So like the tape just goes right out of the library. So it actually has an air gap, but it requires a human to push it back in for reading. Okay, so you can get offline air gapped and immutable without like literally having to send someone in to pick it up, take it, send it off site or something like that. I really love the comment you made, Madalina, about the power consumption. And I'm drawing a blank because there was I even did a tech bites with one of our service providers who talked about some of the math that goes into like your whole data center or even a single rack, how much power is consumed there. That's a very important consideration when you think about several exabytes or petabytes. Let's go with petabytes. If you have a very large tape deployment, what kind of power goes into multiple disk petabyte systems? That is a lot. So if you think about the offline, where the library isn't consuming nearly as much as several spinning disks, that's very attractive from a sustainability standpoint. So I will leave it right here. Tape is definitely not dead. Well, I won't leave it right here. I got one more thing.
Absolutely. We're
One
gonna
more
still
thing.
hear on that for
Yeah.
sure.
One more thing I should say. Here's the deal. Everyone has had tape let them down in some way. I've got a personal list of 5 reasons that really tape put a bad taste in my mouth. But where we are today with the 3-2-1 rule, I love that. It doesn't require any specific hardware, so tape can be one of those. And the other thing I'll say is that you don't have to have like 12 years on tape. I know a lot of people that just put a week on tape. So it's an opportune time to rethink it because I agree, it's not dead. Oh, you know what? And Scott is validating this because Scott, as far as I know, is managing one of the largest backup single systems that we know of, multiple petabyte system, and tape is the way. I don't think it's practical to go on disk. So fantastic content here, Nico. Thank you for sharing. All right. Ooh, tape, passionate topic. Gonna get people going.
I can see you're passionate about this subject.
Yeah. Dave Russell, my boss, he's a fan of tape too.
Okay.
All right.
Then he should watch this episode.
Yes. Yes. Dare Regnor is up with an spoiler part 1. So that means you're on the hook for a part 2 of Veeam backup for Proxmox, the new plugin. This is cool stuff. A lot of interest for this one, Maddie.
Absolutely. Talking about solutions that best fit you, right? I think Veeam has been done a really great job in the past few years, at least when it comes to like offering data freedom to its customers. And today, more than ever, with all the changes, in the market that we all know about, it is important to kind of have control, flexibility to move your data and to actually choose the technologies that best suit your needs without being tied to a specific vendor, right? So with that in mind and loads of requests, as Ragnar says in there from our customers, Veeam has announced this year support to Proxmox virtual environment. As Max says, this will be the 7th virtualization platform supported by Veeam, in addition to the 3rd cloud hyperscalers and the Veeam agents. And then one thing, Max is giving us a great demo on architecture and setup. As you said, this is just part 1 of the series, more to come. Just really great content in here. And one thing that I would say, just pay attention to the disclaimer. He says that he's actually using some information from a beta, so things might change. So you have to keep an eye on it as it comes. Q3 should be the official release, if I'm not wrong. So yeah.
You are correct.
Okay, so there you go. What's your takeaway on that, Rick?
So first of all, great write-up, Max. And secondly, this is a beta, but it's pretty well baked. One thing we've learned is that there's a lot of shared technology across some of the different platforms we're adding. They're all different, but we learn things along the way, especially when you look at like some of the bottom, 3 here. These have a lot more similarities, say, than the top 2, for example. But basically walking through, if you've ever added another hypervisor or even a Linux system, very easy to do. And I have actually a very important piece of good news. I'm going to put it in the comment. And by the way, all caps, because it's a big deal, and let me make it a cool fancy color. But a lot of people who know Veeam, they really fell in love with Veeam back in the day. With fast SCP, the ability to move files in and out. This is just works here. So you can use it straight away with this beta. So it ends up, it doesn't like me. Something doesn't like me. But anyways, I'll redo that typing. But basically, fast SCP, the ability to move files in and out of a host, already works with this beta. So let me try that again. Already works. Throwback. Try that again. Is that too short? Maybe that was no. Okay, there we go. Oh, because I had the tab open all night. That's why it didn't like it, because it kind of timed out. But anyways, great post, Max. Der Ragnar is back and rocking his new role here at Veeam. Already got MVP status. So awesome, cool. Thank you for that. More to come on Proxmox for sure.
Looking forward to hear more, to see more, to read more. Yeah. Go for it.
All right. Now, a guy named Jeff is up with the Meet the Architect series with J Max. Love this
guy.
I love this format too, by the way.
Yeah, totally. This is another great guest for his series, Jochen Meixner, one of our Veeam 100 members based in Germany. And he's been working with Veeam products for almost a decade. As he says in here, he started 2016 working with Veeam, and he's super knowledgeable. He's VMC, he is VMCA, super approachable. So if he's the right guy. If you have questions, if you want to know about, maybe how to learn on VMC, VMCA, go and ask him, go and in the community, DM him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna help out. He's now also involved with like a trainee program at his company. So he's used with delivering education as well in this sense. So definitely one of our stars at the Veeam 100 and in the community. He started as a legend. Now he is in the Vanguard program. So yeah, absolutely great guy. And thank you, Jeff, for taking the time. Thank you, Jochen, for taking the time to put all this interview together. I know you both busy guys, so it's valuable for us and for the community to have you share knowledge in here.
Indeed, we've featured a lot of JMX's content, and then some of these other ones from Jeff, you can actually click in and see some of the other ones here in the related topics. So Really good series, really good stuff, really good people, really thankful. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, JMX, for that. All right, that concludes our actual content. And now we're going to turn the page to chapter 2, which is special department. And we want to highlight the VUG UK. Is this a virtual event? I think this one is. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Got really solid list of people going to be on the docket here.
Yeah, actually, two fantastic VUG virtual events that we're going to present in a minute. The other one, this is taking place the same day, Wednesday, July 17th. So Safia is very busy that day.
Yeah.
She has like 3 hours of attending these events, but I think it's good knowledge in there. So we have our amazing leaders in the VUG UK, Craig, Ian, Michael. They also have special guests, Falco, Adrian, and Mark. And yeah, look at that agenda. 2 hours of great content, already 21 people registered. I'm sure we will get a good attendance. Usually the VUG UK gets good attendance. So fantastic job, guys. I'm really looking forward to this one. We actually might record while they have their event, but we're going to be able to watch it as always on our replay on the YouTube playlist. So that's great.
And I just, why we always put the bald people at the end? Why we always put the good haircut over there?
How did you notice that?
It's like it's just sitting at me wrong. I'm just saying. Craig, Mark, we got to fight for our right. Come on. Anyways, sorry. We have fun here, friends. All right, good. Thank you, Michael, Ian, Craig. Thank you, Adrian, Falco, Mark. This is going to be great, so appreciate it. All right. Keeping on the Veeam user group UK, moving with the sun later in that very same day, Al and Nico are going to have a 1-hour virtual targeted for DC, but hey, pretty good attendance. A lot of the USA people are coming up. The USA is going to be kind of weird because the virtual stuff will catch all of the USA, and then the city market stuff will catch the city market. So you're going to see kind of just by the size of it, you're going to see a two-pronged approach. But looks like Al and Nico, big thing here is recapping Veeam, which a lot of the user groups have been doing. So thank you, Al. Thank you, Nico. This one looks good as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But, this is their introduction event because this is the first time they're going to speak as leaders. Of course, they've been in the Vanguard program for quite a long time now, but this is the first time speaking as leaders of the VUG USA. So
I'm gonna do it. You're gonna hate me. So the first one, the VUG UK, that one is available. You know how we get all of our user groups in local languages and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the one in the UK, that's going to be English traditional, and this one will be English simplified.
Oh,
have you ever heard that?
Are you talking about Chinese
yes,
in here?
Yes. But you ever heard that simplified English, traditional English? Okay. So we have the user groups available in both. I might not be able to be doing this job tomorrow with a comment like that, but I thought I'd just crack a little joke. But thank you, Al. Thank you, Nico, for the USA user group. All right. Next up, what's going on here? Look at that cool picture.
Yeah, what's my opinion on that picture? I like the picture, but then it's from the Veeam party, the Cyber Fortress party then Wasabi party that we had at Veeam, and then that's a picture that they took my picture and they took Jonah's picture and they kind of put it together. So the picture is good, but it's just a bit weird because we always use a different format, like very kind of official, very formal. And this one is just a bit more jolly, I would say, but I like it. I kind of like it.
I think it's cute. It is jolly. I'll go with jolly. I like that.
Jolly.
So it's just a jolly old pic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we just got off a planning call for the Hackathon. I think it was Friday of last week. I got on with Jonah, with Maurice, with you and Maddie or Sophia. That we're getting started early. But I really like this idea of a virtual event to kind of spread the awareness of it. You guys are going to have like it's a 30-minute. Is this a LinkedIn type of stream?
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a LinkedIn one, and yeah, it's gonna be also July 17th. Guess what?
Oh,
Same
look, a
day
very
as the
popular
others.
day.
It's the lucky day, yeah. So we're
Yeah.
gonna have everything happen at the same, not at the same time, but in the same day. So that's good. And yeah, if you want to hear about Hackathon 2023 and what we are doing this year in 2024. Join us for the 30 minutes webinar that takes place next Wednesday. So yeah, it's gonna be live. We're gonna also be able to answer some questions if you have some questions. So yeah, it's gonna be great. And we are recording Wednesday, our Veeam 100 show, the first one dedicated to Hackathon 2023 is going to take place on Thursday, which is tomorrow.
The 11th,
And
yeah.
it's going to be available on YouTube if you going to miss on that. We already promoted it last week, but just
Yeah,
mentioning it one more time.
and we'll probably then, we'll put links in the future recaps as well. So for the replay. But thank you, Jonah. Thank you, Maddie. And really thank you, Maurice. He's also very integral for it as well. So,
Absolutely.
all right, bringing it home, Maddie, I promise. Last thing I want to bring everyone's attention to is my beloved KB4514. This file took an update. You might know that I like to often show this file here. So this is mainly two things. One, if you're using the inline malware detection and the file activity monitor, this engine is being used. But if you're using it offline, not connected to the internet, this KB tells you how to do it. I want to draw your attention to, we are at version 74. Last time I showed it, it was 73, and I want to highlight what's new. You go down to the bottom, you can see this one is kind of big in the cybersecurity circles right now, one of the new ones that's out. This file extension, if you see that, it's no good. So just highlight that we're on it, we're watching it. Everything cybersecurity related, there's a whole team on it. I'm always picking their stuff out and highlighting it. And this file list has been updated. Oh, who's new? Middle of summer, running hot. We got 50 new users. I like Nash Z, that's cool. 888CA, that's cool. Cardo Martins, I like that. I like Informatica for C Malif. There are a lot of cool names out there. Love 719, that's cool. All right, Sophia has picked these two as the coolest usernames, and they are Fababi, Fabibi, that one, and Grand Hotel Fasano. I like all of those. Now, I don't know if that's
this might be just like a hotel, right? Have you searched
maybe
it?
it's from a story or like a book or a movie, or maybe he's IT for the Grand Hotel. I haven't gone and creeped the
Or maybe
individual. I
he
haven't.
has a hotel. He's running a hotel and he's using Veeam to back up his system.
Maybe
How
he's a she. Maybe she's a she. Don't make any
like she?
assumptions.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we're not all just dudes on this community. Ladies are welcome too. But anyways, Grand Hotel Fasano, Fabibi, Fabi. I don't. Let us know how you pronounce that, but that's cool. But we got a special one with a badge. Two, Mr. Albert Fu. And Albert Fu, by the way, this guy is fantastic. And I don't know if Sophia knows that Albert Fu is the Albert Fu that you and I know. I don't know.
We discussed about it.
Okay.
She knows. Yes.
Let me just say, this individual has been doing some incredible innovations across Asia, and we are so happy to have him on the community, and we are scheming many more things to do with Albert. So welcome to the community. Yeah.
We can actually mention it that he is our new VUG China leader,
Yeah.
Yes. So
That's true.
he's our guy. He's our guy. So
Albert Fu, welcome. You are a community rock star being raised up here before our eyes. So everyone watch him. All right, Maddie. Other than that, nothing's going on.
absolutely nothing. That I'm gonna finish with that busy word.
Yes, exactly. I think next week we have a chance. Well, you have a busy Wednesday with your one matter. So we might readjust our timing, go a day early or something. The 2 VUGs that Wednesday, the 17th will be quite hot. So we'll see, but I'm in town next week, so we have a chance. So
We do.
all right. Thank you so much, Maddie. Thank you, Sophia, as well, for the help on the back end. We will see you all next week. Have a great weekend.